Hi, welcome to Stella Life's Innovator Series. I have some very exciting news from Stella Life for you today. But before that, we're going to hear an experience from Dr. Eric Rindler of how he was able to help a friend who was undergoing radiation treatment for cancer. So let's hear from Dr. Eric Rindler.
I'm Eric Rindler. I'm a periodontist in San Antonio, Texas, and I wanted to tell an anecdotal story that I think affects all of us dentists at one point of our career. I had a good friend who had to go through head and neck radiation therapy for cancer, and I knew that oral sores are a huge problem, and I wanted to do something as his dentist friend on how to help him. So I talked to everybody I knew. I talked to the oral medicine people, and I repeatedly heard about Stella Life. And Stella Life is an antibacterial oral mouth rinse. We had my friend start using that, and he was able to avoid getting the oral sores, the oral ulcers that are associated with head and neck radiation. And it's a bigger deal than just not getting the sores, because the data shows that the patients who get the sores are also the ones that long-term are more likely at risk for osteonecrosis issues associated with future trauma. The oncologist kept telling him, hey, you need to maintain your good nutrition as you're going through this process, because once you start getting the oral sores, the pain's unbearable, and very often those patients end up on feeding tubes. With the help of Stella Life, he was able to avoid getting the oral sores. He never had to get a feeding tube, and it made a difference in his life during treatment. And actually the oral sores tend to go on for weeks after it. So although my story is an N of 1, there are many of us who have the N of 1, and fortunately, we all don't see a lot of this in the process of our practices, but I wanted to share my experience, hoping that it might make a difference for your patients or even your friends.
We have had so many reports of people who have found relief using the mint flavor Stella Life rinse, which is in our recovery kit, when they've been undergoing chemotherapy or radiation therapy of the head or neck. But there are some people who are very sensitive to even the light amount of mint that we have in our regular rinse. So because Stella Life is very responsive to the needs of our patients and our clinicians, we have developed a coconut rinse, which we're about to launch. And that coconut rinse has over twice the protective ingredients that our regular rinse has. And it's designed for those people who are super tasters, who have burning mouth syndrome or other very, very painful mucocutaneous lesions, and those cancer therapy patients. So they're able to have soothing relief without any of that minty burning that can be irritating to them. So you can pre-order that now, and it'll be available very soon. We also have just launched our hand sanitizer. And we're very excited about this because it feels like you're putting on hand lotion. It has met all of the FDA regulations, including the ethanol, and we've added hydrogen peroxide, and then we have clinical results that show it's effective against human coronavirus. It also has essential oils that include lavender, lemongrass, tea tree oil, and frankincense. So it gives you a wonderful aromatherapy experience as well, which you and your patients will love. And it has aloe vera and vitamin E in it to help moisturize. So we always like to shake our bottles, right? And just put a spray in your hand. There it goes. And it feels wonderful. It's not oily or greasy. And it's got a wonderful aromatherapy scent. So please try and enjoy. And until next time, stay well, stay safe.